It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Desperados and the Aviators. All that and more coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olsen. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week 1. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement and the hope in these stadiums. Every fan base in the NFL thinks that this is their year, and week 1's getting off to a hot start, and I know both you and I are looking forward to being along for the ride.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, oh, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. To the left side, he's got Njoku.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
We'll go play action. It's Winston. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hand. break it up could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Ready?
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Winston. That's taken in by Chubb. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Winston. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Jameis. That's complete to Moore on the right side. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
To throw is Winston. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Desperados are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That one intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And the Aviators are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them.
The Aviators offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Ready. Ready, we go. Hot.
Winston to throw on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Wait, hold up.
A run with Hines. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready. Ready, we go.
Winston looking to throw. Open man is David Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Ready. Wait, that. Ready, we go.
Here's Jameis. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. It is a big play on 1st down. 31 yards.
Ready. Ready, we go.
Motion man is Bell. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. The Aviators will take a 3-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Desperados offense ready to take over once again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. 2nd down, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Aviators offense ready to get back at her. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jameis. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Aviators readying for the punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Desperados offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Pistol now for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Prescott. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. Oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Here's the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Aviators offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Jameis. Going deep downfield for Judy.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Desperados offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
Now Dowdle. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Prescott now. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Desperados.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Desperados move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Aviators offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. Now inside the 25. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 79 yards. It is a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. The kick is good. The Aviators are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Desperados offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. So this next drive about to get going. We remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch. Stafford against Goff. The Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up Week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Jake. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd down, they go with Chubb. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he's on to punt for the second time. To return, it is Turpin. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Ferguson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. 3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Hicks. And the Aviators will take over here just past the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On 1st and 10, here's Winston. Now he'll run. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Ready. Let me go.
On play action, Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
We'll go play action. It's Winston. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Aviators can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome to the Madden family for you and Greg. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. In the 1st half, it was the veteran Jameis Winston just doing his thing. He had a touchdown pass in that 1st half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. These 2 teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Naheem Hines. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's Hines. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Motion man is Bell. They run on the jet sweep. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. They'll look to pick up the pace. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. The Desperados out and ready to punt it away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Winston. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves, and as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Hines now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Ready.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
A hit, and he has lost the football. The defense has got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big plays, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And looking to cash in after the big break. It is 1st and goal from the 4. Here's a design run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
That one taken in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Desperados. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Desperados will go up by 7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Hines now to return. they'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Aviators offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say, if you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. If you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
Ready? Wait on it.
On second down, Winston. This throw left is complete with Judy. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready?
To throw, here's Winston. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. Look at the big man go. And he will score. David Njoku. Touchdown Aviators. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. The Aviators will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Desperados offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
There you go.
On the play fake, Dak. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On the return, it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Aviators offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Let we go.
Motion man is Bell. A run up the middle with Chubb. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Ready. Set. Play that.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move.
And he will go all the way. David Njoku, touchdown Aviators. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Now a second down throw for Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the third. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! I take...
A shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Hook's able to pull that one in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second down, Prescott. To the goal line and in. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Desperados. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and they remain down by 1 in the 4th quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign.
Ready!
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Ready! Let me go!
A second down throw for Jameis. That's the big tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Ready! Wait,
From the gun, Winston. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. To throw, Winston. This one caught by Akins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Ready. Let him go.
A second down throw for Winston. He finds Bell. That's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Winston looking to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Now a 3rd and 2.
Ready.
They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Desperados offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll have the 1st down. He'll get him up around the 37.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. And this throw batted away and incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Completed right side to Ferguson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This pass right side caught by Lamb.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. 46, 26.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to pick it up. He'll take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll drop to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Here comes second down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll look underneath here and find Dowdle.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Here's a handoff to Chubb. First down and more for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.